my name is Shasha Diana binti Muhammad Sopi. So today I will be joining my group mate, which is Nur Shaira binti Muhammad, Amira Shazrin binti Muhammad Aznur, and Siti Nur Shafati binti Zakaria. So we will start with Nur Shaira to explain more about the bankruptcy and hire purchase loan.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. First of all, thank you for giving us the opportunities to share our discussion. My name is Nur Shahira binti Isnin from JBA 1195A. We are going to discuss about our topic, which is bankruptcy and hire purchase. What is bankruptcy? Bankruptcy is a legal proceeding involving a person or business that is unable to repay their outstanding debts. When an organization is unable to honor its financial obligations or make payment to its creditors, it files for bankruptcy. A petition is filed in the court for the same where all the outstanding debts of the company are measured and paid out, if not in full, from the company's asset. Next, the hire purchase. What is that? As we know, the installment plan is an arrangement whereby a customer agrees to a contract to acquire an asset by paying an initial installment and repay the balance of the price of the asset plus interest over a period of time. Moreover, how bankruptcy can affect someone? First, all your debt is under control and it can affect other parts of your life such as your home and your job. If you have any assets like house, car or other valuable items, they will usually be sold and the money from this will go towards bankruptcy. Second, your credit rating will be affected negatively, which can make your life difficult. The effects, of course, are serious, but they are temporary. Moreover, how it can relate between hire purchase and bankrupt. When someone is made bankrupt, all property owned by them as the debt of bankruptcy form parts of the bankruptcy estate. Property not only include physical assets such as goods, lands, and money, but also intangible assets such as cash balance with a bank. Certain items are exempt and continue to belong to the bankrupt. These include personal items required for the basic domestic need of the bankrupt and family member, as well as tools of the trade. That is to say, tools, books and vehicles and other items of equipment are necessary to the bankrupt for personal use in regards of employment, business or vacation. For example, a car which is in possession held by bankrupt under a hire purchase agreement. Next, why hire purchase is the reason of bankruptcy? Based on prescription of people, the top reason for bankruptcy in the country is most often caused by car loans, or known as hire purchase, given that a car is a depreciating asset. Most people do not have problem paying the installments, but find it difficult to maintain the car. These people will default as they have created loans to maintain the car, and when they do not have enough to pay, the car will be put for auction. It means that as the car is the depreciating assets, and when auctioned off, one still needs to pay the remaining balance, as this can be declared bankrupt when your loan balance is above 30,000, in which lead to default payment.
Hi, my name is Amira Shazrin and I will explain about the data, an example of bankruptcy and hire purchase loan. More than 80,000 bankruptcy cases were recorded in the last 5 years, which is from January 2016 until January 2020. DIM, or Departure of Insolvency Malaysia statistics showed over 95,000 individuals have been declared bankrupt between 2014 and 2018. After after failing to honor their borrowings with lenders. Among the main causes that dragged them into insolvency were personal loans, hire purchase, housing loans, and credit card. But for hire purchase, the percentage is 24.73%. A total of 10,415 cases representing of 30% of the overall total were reported among those over 55, while 476 cases or 0.6% involved those aged 25 and below. In January, the Malaysian Reserve or TMR reported that the top reason of the bankruptcy in the country is most often caused by car loan or hire purchase, given that the car is a depreciating asset. The mistake that most people make is calculating one income and looking at how much one person can afford based on the monthly car installment. But on-wheel car is more than that, and they fail to calculate the petrol, the parking, maintenance, service, road tax, and insurance. Probably a car that they are paying is only for 700 ringgit a month, but they should have 1,400 ringgit at least to allocate it for it to include the other expenses. Now I will pass to Shafatin for the next point.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Siti Rushafati binti Zakaria from JBA 1195A. So continuing from what Mika said, I will be highlighting the causes and how to avoid the bankruptcy if you are consuming the high purchase loan. So I found out that the causes might be someone is like fail to calculate their income, like they're just looking at how we can afford to pay the monthly installments but not the consequences after it, like the petrol, maintenance, the road tax, the insurance if you are consuming the vehicle hire purchase loan. Next, we can say that the low financial literacy among young Malaysians is contributing to the high rate of bankruptcy. And last but not least, we have the perspective of Malaysians itself, that Malaysians are likely to buy expensive brands, that consumers feel that cheaper items they have less quality than when something is expensive, like it is expected to perform like better and last longer, which is this is not always like the case. And a study had claimed that we are the second after Singapore to the most materialistic country compared to Indonesia and Philippines. So after all the causes, we can say that we have a few measurements that we can take, like to avoid this bankruptcy or to be more careful. Like one of them is like it can be taken to updating the data and meeting with the debtors to find out their problems why and guiding them to how to settle the debts. So the government has launched the Belajawanku, the Malaysian Individual and Family Expenditure Card. The plan provides Malaysians with guidance on where to spend their earnings to ensure they live within their finances, to savings and retirement funds. Next, raising the retirement age could also help. This is because bankruptcy rates have worsened as life expectancy has increased and people need to rely on their retirement savings for longer. Okay, so for debtors who have died but the insolvency department was not notified their debts, their family members should inform the department so that the data could be informed. Then consumer empowerment is needed. For example, as a guarantor, you need to know your rights. You know, there's a lot of people that just sign the papers and they don't know the obligations. It will be difficult afterwards. And then we have to enhance the awareness and skills in our financial management so that we could manage it better. Lastly, the financial institutions or banking sectors must give the loans for those who only have potential to pay back the loan by enforce the financial institutions or bank law. Otherwise, it will be increasing the rates of the bankruptcy while purchasing high purchase loan. Next, I will pass to Chacha for the conclusion. Thank you.
For that part. So now I will continue on the last part of our topic. So unfortunately, we're currently facing the COVID-19 situation so the statistic of bankruptcy might increase because employees are in the unpaid leave for the past 3 to 4 months, and there are also employees that are being forced to quit their job and also their contract are being terminated just like that. So basically, they don't have any monthly source of income. So that will lead to poor financial. So according to APK, it's been said that about 70% of Malaysians from the age of 35 until 45 years old that are declared bankrupt. It is important for us to have like at least a basic financial plan where you can track down your cash flow, your money flow that goes in and out, and also when you have like a financial plan, you can actually plan like, okay, so is it the right time for me to purchase house? Is it the right time for me to purchase cars and so on? So you have like a plan that goes on instead of keep on signing the contract. As a guarantor, we have our own rights to know what can benefit us and what don't. So this is where most Malaysians missed out, where they don't pay attention on the detail of the obligation. Instead, they will just sign the contract which can carelessly cause them into this case. So this is why it is important to educate people. This is where we must start to channeling our knowledge in educate the youngster in financial education, so this can help them to improve or to help the next generation to live in a good quality of life and learn to live without debts. From group number 3, thank you.